things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oregon's offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Right back to it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Lining up to convert third down. Moore will throw. Got a man. It's Casper. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. With the catch, it's low. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 of the year. He's perfect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Boise State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape...
Breaks into the open! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gives it on the option. Turns it on in midfield. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the marker. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it behind the line. It's low. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Moore. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays. Give to the running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grab behind the line, it's Moore. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Direct snap. It's Davison. Oh, he's got a chance. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Pulls it in. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Broncos in a good spot here with second and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Grab near the marker. It's Bates. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bates. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Moore to the air. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Kick is in the air. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Moore will throw. Using the quick game. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Casper. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking for space, it's Davison.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Ducks are on the move. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Casper. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. He'll keep it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Let's send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Working the middle. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wagner. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. He'll do it himself. Open space at the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to set the tone with the run.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes a grab for a big play. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. He's got him in the flat. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Under fire. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Makes the grab on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. More to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davison. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
That would be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, what a caught! He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Broncos in the hurry up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack army.
And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Moore to the air. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Makes the catch. It's slow. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? On the direct snap, it's Davison. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They boot it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Broncos want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready.
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job with the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's low. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. play action. Brought over the middle. It's sticky. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Davison. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Moore. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Moore to the air. Into the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that.
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They just keep firing. Caught near the sticks. It's Bates. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air, it's Madsen. Quickly out to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. To throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Deep into the fourth quarter of this game, down by 6, they'll have to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.